And for our mindfulness meditation, let me first of all, as always, invite you just to be still. Find a nice, comfortable position for your body and allow it to become still. Feel it becoming still. And as you do, allow your eyes to close and your mind to remain awake. With your lips together, allow your body to breathe all by itself. Let it find its own natural relaxation rhythm. As you breathe from your stomach area, in and out through your nose, in resting state. You've now entered into the 3 core skills of deep relaxation. As you sit relaxing, your awareness is now fully in your body and you can feel your bones, your blood, your skin, your breath, your emotions, the emotion of your heart, the emotion of your core, in your stomach area, and even your mind calming down, relaxing into peaceful, serene feeling throughout your whole body. And as you rest, the intention in this mindfulness meditation is to clearly identify for yourself a single behavior, in other words, something that you do physically and practically, that your intelligent, wise mind recognizes as being unhealthy or unhappy or not useful, not supporting your health and happiness in some way. Some very obvious examples would be, say, smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol, eating junk food, sugary, toxic foods. It might be a verbal behavior like swearing or not telling the truth, perhaps. You can choose any behavior you wish, a behavior you would like to be free of. Because you know that when you become free of this behavior and cease to engage in it, you will become much happier and much healthier. And you will feel happier and healthier. And you also know that you'll be very glad, very pleased, and very proud of yourself for removing that behavior from your life. As I've been talking, I'm sure you are already thinking of the behavior and maybe seeing it with your mind's eye, seeing yourself engaging in it. So let me formally invite you to do so. See yourself engaging in the behavior that you wish to change, that you wish to be free from. And as you do, don't make a judgment, just observe. Don't judge yourself good or bad. Just see the behavior and using your inner voice, say to yourself, I am now free. I now choose to be free of this behavior. Okay. Now, I have another invitation for you. The invitation in this meditation will be for you to design a template, a structure of your own creation that you can engage in whenever you find yourself wanting to engage in the unwanted behavior, like the smoking or the cigarette or the drinking or the chocolate. When the driving emotion that we call a craving comes up inside you, a very powerful response will be to say the word stop very loudly with your inner voice inside your mind as the first part of my suggested template, a template of change. So the first part of this suggested template is for you to literally stop, as in cease to do anything. Maybe sit down, maybe lie down. You can stand and allow your awareness to enter your body, which it will do naturally the moment you stop. The second part of the template, if you so wish, will be to describe with your 5 inner senses the new behavior that you would like to engage in instead. It could be sitting doing nothing. It could be being busy, engaged in a positive act. Anything will do. It could be to enter into meditation formally. It might be to enter into a mindfulness activity of your choice. It could be focusing on your breath. It could be focusing on gentle body movement. It could be any one of the 6 mindfulness skills. So part 1 of the template is to stop, to say the word and to actually stop. The second part is to describe with your inner voice, to see with your mind's eye and feel yourself engaging in the new wanted behavior. And the third part of the template of the process is to give yourself permission to feel the pain. If there is any, there might not be. Usually when we give up a behavior, when we cease to engage in an automatic negative behavior, it is usually accompanied with emotional discomfort. In the spiritual world, this is often described as going through the fire. In the psychological world, this is described as refusing to engage in the unwanted behavior and feeling the emotions that arise until they pass. And this is where the magic happens. As you are sitting or engaging in a mindfulness activity, instead of your unwanted behavior, something magical is happening inside you. Your refusal to engage, to act out the negative thoughts, such as, oh, I'll have a cigarette because it'll make me feel better, or I'll have some chocolate because it'll feel nice, or I'll have some more crisps and that will change my emotional state and make me feel much better. Instead of acting those thoughts out, your stillness, your almost belligerent determination to not act them out changes the story thoughts, the negative thoughts that motivate the action in the first place. So the very stories, the very thoughts that motivate and create the craving for the unwanted activity, the crisps, the chocolate, the cigarettes, starts to dissolve as you refuse to act the thought out, as you refuse to act the story out. And this is the magic. This is also the fire. The fire and the magic are one and the same. The magic starts off with the feeling of discomfort. And the promise this meditation makes, and also delivers, is that if you stay with the fire, with the discomfort, the uncomfortable, the discomfort long enough, without acting it out, it will disappear. By allowing yourself to stay with the uncomfortable feeling without acting it out, you are literally breaking down the story, the words, the ideas, the illusion that is present mainly in the subconscious mind that creates the craving for the chocolate, the cigarettes, and the alcohol, or whatever it is, in the first place. You are literally solving the problem at its roots, at its deepest roots. Another way of saying that perhaps would be you are literally dissolving the problem at its roots. This suggested template is just my suggestion. And as you practice your own thoughts, ideas, and templates, I'm sure you will come up with something even more powerful and more appropriate for you personally. So let this meditation be a breakthrough meditation for you. Allow it to be the beginning of a process. A process where from now on, you do your best, because your best is always good enough. You do your best to manage, to work with, to challenge those automatic cravings that come up so powerfully and so automatically using your template, where you stop, you refuse to engage, and you relax into the emotional state of the fire. You let the fire be there as you stubbornly, belligerently, tenaciously refuse, point blank, to engage in the driven behavior, the craving behavior. This is you stepping into your power and actually changing, removing, destroying, dissolving, getting rid of the very source of the craving itself. Part of the illusion of craving is that the object of craving, say chocolate, is so delicious that it's the chocolate itself that is making you crave it. When of course it isn't. It's the story in your mind that is signposting you to the chocolate to resolve an uncomfortable emotion. That story is what creates the craving, not the chocolate. So the solution to any unwanted behavior is to stay with the discomfort as you refuse to engage in the unwanted behavior, with your awareness in your body, waiting patiently, relaxing patiently for it to pass, which it will most definitely do. The Buddhists have an ancient phrase, simply, "This too will pass." And they say that this applies to absolutely everything in life, even life itself. Change never ceases. Everything is changing, even your emotional pain. So if you stay with it, the presence of your awareness changes the story. Okay. So as we come to a gentle close of our mindfulness meditation, let me invite you to notice the light coming in through your eyelids, the feeling of your body weight resting, and the solid ground underneath your feet. And when you're ready, simply open your eyes and notice how good you feel.